It's time. It's time. It's time for the wake up call, y'all. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Yo, it's time. He's on the line. This is knowledge and power for every mankind. For every generation that's in these streets. We making sure you ain't walking in your sleep. We're in your town, your city, and community. Promoting good health, wealth, and unity. We educating everybody, y'all. Reverend Horace Sheffield, the wake up call. It's for y'all. It's for y'all. Reverend Horace Sheffield, the wake up call. It's for y'all. It's for y'all. Reverend Horace Sheffield, the wake up call.
It's for y'all. It's for y'all, Reverend Sheffield. Wake up call. What's up? Make some noise in here. Listen, if you're riding around, ain't no heat in your car, ain't no heat in your home. Got a lot of heat over here now. We had a lot of work done on our rooftop, new roof, new HVAC. Gonna be brand new building soon, but we do biscuits, grits, and salmon croquettes every Saturday from 8 to 10. Not only do you get nutrition, but also information. Today's a special day because I have two laptops that have been donated, brand spanking new, not even out the box. You come get a raffle ticket, you can win one of those. I'm going to pull one at 9 and one at 9:30. So those you thought you were going to miss today because you're doing Christmas shopping, you come by here, maybe you cut down on your Christmas bill. How about that? Y'all look at me like I'm crazy. I know half of y'all give stuff that people give you to other people.
That's right, re-gifting.
And you got to take you. What you got to do is you got to keep a list though, so you know you don't give it back to the same person, right?
Check it twice.
All right, I'm joined by Ed Collins.
Good morning.
Mary for everybody.
That's right.
I got new ones come now. They say Mayor Mary.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah,
There
I
you go.
already ordered them. They'll be coming hopefully by next week. So next week, if you want to get a chance to win one of those, and they got some really nice colors. They have a cream, some other things, you know. So, and then Sabrina Athena,
What up,
the goddess
Hello. I need
from
me
Mount
a sweater.
Dabo.
I definitely need me a few sweaters. I seen them hoodies. I need to steal immediately.
Yeah, we don't need to steal them. I mean, we giving stuff away.
Well, there
Hey,
you go.
that's
Yeah,
real,
why,
that's
why
real.
steal? All right, let's go through our announcements real quick. By the way, we got a new addition to our show. We had to put it between Ed and Gerald. And Ed's been so bad, we make sure we turned his head the other way. Ed's been completely just bamboozled for some reason. I wasn't here, but I heard about it. All right, what's our next announcement? Let's go with it. All right, so New Year's Eve. By the way, we're going to be having a Sunday brunch at the Bridge starting sometime in 2026. Jazz brunch and every Sunday. Excited about that. We're looking to partner with organizations who want to partner with us as a fundraiser for your organization. But anyway, Highfalutin Music in Dabo presents Alexander Zonjic's Jazzy New Year's Eve Gala. $75. You get all the stuff is in there: champagne, toast, desserts. Plus, there'll be some food for sale. And you can go, or you call 491 280-1073, 491-280-1073, or 313-964-5050. 313-964-5050. We had our Christmas party. Ed, did you come?
No, I didn't come to the Christmas
Athena,
party.
did you come?
I wasn't invited.
Oh, please.
I didn't even know.
Please. Poo. All right, next. All right, so listen, I know some of people, there's a deliberate attempt to keep this, suppress people from enrolling. If I was a betting man, I would bet you they're going to work out an extension on the Affordable Care Act. If you don't enroll when that happens and Congress comes together, because you got right now a significant number of Republicans who are not going for it.
That's right.
You will not be able to enroll. So you can enroll here at Grand River, Wyoming, or call our clinic at 313-635-5978. 313-635-5978. Next. All right, well, I have y'all here every Saturday. It'd be great to have some of y'all on Sunday morning. We're moving down to the Bridge Center, 9928 Grand River. We got a lot of things. My son is doing gospel rap. He wrote for Nelly and a bunch of other folks. Kind of got discouraged and disparaged, and now God has brought him to the place where he wants to do gospel music. So that's going to be first Sunday in January. Come join us. Some of y'all out here need to come to church sometime.
Hey.
Next.
All right.
All right, who's doing all that talking?
They tell him he got to be a little bit more quiet. I can hear him over here. All right, affordable care enrollment. We're going to have a broadcast on the 14th. You can come, biscuits, grits, and salmon croquettes. And, of course, we have those kind of gift cards. When people sign up, you can be a part of that. What else? All right, Don D.C. Curry.
All right.
I think we have about 100 seats left. Judge Greg Mathis is going to host the show. Got to start here at Dable working for my dad as an assistant. And I've already told DC make sure he roasts the host.
Oh boy.
Greg can't stand stuff like that. All right. Is there another one? Russell Tompkins and the New Stylistics. Bet you by golly, wow. Y'all know, right? I mean, where can you go and get this stuff for free?
Hey,
I gotta make some noise in here.
You can go to Dabo. You can come to Dabo. That's what you can do. You can
By
come
the
to
way, I
Dabo.
put some special stuff in the grits today. If you find yourself running to church tomorrow, you know why. Next. Now, this is the only thing that we charge for. Is how we raise our money. It's our annual weekend, State of the Race, April 18th, an evening of R&B with Stokely, Karen White, and Randy Hall. Tickets are on sale right now, and go down to the music hall. You can spare that Ticketmaster fee, but please support us. We'll have some of these tickets to give away. Commercials will be up running soon. Anything else? All right, then we go back to Mount Rushmore.
Yes.
Mount Rushmore.
It is a beautiful mountain.
And to my left is David Felton. Do I have a great cast of characters?
All right.
I put Gerald up there. Gerald, oh no, I'm not doing this anymore. But Gerald, you know what? We got more hits from OGs about you.
Oh, you know what? I saw a video of Gerald singing.
Well, I came in second. Hold on a second. I came in second. I said, well, why did he come in first? He said, because his head is completely bald.
Well, I mean.
So you saw him singing?
Yeah. Singing with your granddaughter or your daughter? See?
Granddaughter. Okay. How
That's
about
right.
Singing?
Gerald could sing.
I saw
Gerald
a video
can
you
sing.
singing too. With Sherman in your hand in the bathroom.
I sure was. I had my own background music on.
Okay. Is our guest on? Hello? Is our guest on? Okay. Let's welcome to the show Dr. LaSonia Barlow, psychologist at DMC. Welcome to the show, Dr. B.
Good morning. Welcome.
Yeah,
Thank you for the welcome.
absolutely. Known by Dr. B. And I always say this when I have her, she never notices it, that one of her responsibilities and ways in which she helps people is to chase dark clouds from your mental skies. Let's also say from the beginning, and you can help us with this, Dr. B, that in some instances, it's not just an outlook, but it could be a chemical factor that's causing this depression or whatever. But can we just, hey, my man, hey, Mike, if you want to be on the show, just ask me. I'm sorry, Dr. B. I got people walking up on my set running their mouth. I need some help. I need counseling.
Especially.
So let's start with that. I think that's a good place to start. I think people have a hard time dealing with people, right? When I talk, let me set it up real quick. In my pastoral ministry, 99% of the stuff I deal with are people who can't handle what people have said or done.
And that's an outside thing.
Yeah. So how do we deal with people and not go crazy?
Well, that's a very loaded question, and I go back to setting those boundaries. If the people are causing you to go crazy, are causing that much disruption in your life, then you need to set boundaries and limit your interaction with those people. Sometimes it requires that, even if it's family members.
But especially if it's family members, because they're the ones who don't understand your boundaries. And that, to me, is a part of what causes holiday stress. But what are some of the other common causes of what holiday stress looks like?
Expectations, unrealistic expectations, financial expectations, time management, and as I say all the time, you turn on TV and you think you enjoy your family gatherings and people are having a wonderful time together. But what if you don't have that? What if you're suffering from grief and you lost a lot of people within your family and you don't have this joyous holiday celebrations? That can cause a lot of emotional turmoil. And on top of that, if you already are struggling with emotional distress like depression, anxiety, during the holidays, sometimes it's a lot worse
Yeah.
because of those unrealistic expectations.
You have to manage expectations during the holidays. That sounds wild. I don't. How do you do such a thing? And how do you even? How can you tell? Like, I know there's signs and symptoms that someone might not have gotten enough sleep or is extra stressed out, and they're trying to stay strong. What are some of those subtle signs that we miss a lot?
Well, some of the subtle signs is just not feeling like you should feel, not being happy. Things that used to bring you joy in life no longer do. You feel like you want to isolate. You don't want to interact with other people. Those are some serious red flags that need to be addressed. Feelings of hopelessness, like you're just not happy.
So if
You know, doing a lot of insight into yourself and say, okay, am I feeling okay today? We look at our physical health, you know, does this hurt? Does this not feel right? But what about our emotional health? How often do we evaluate our emotional health to see, okay, am I feeling okay?
Yeah, so my godson called me from Georgia yesterday. He's very successful, married to a medical doctor. And you know, as a pastor, I'm always trying to figure out ways for people to reconcile. But you said something that stuck with me, and he just said, you know, I'm just not the same when I'm with her. I mean, I find ways not to go home. When I'm in the house, I don't say hello. I go to another part of the house. And now that she's left, I feel like a whole load is off of me. So when you talk about what people cause in your life, sometimes you really have to kind of remove yourself from that. Maybe later on you can revisit it when you create some different terms of how you interact. But people are sometimes wedded to the notion that somehow or another somebody's in your life and they have to stay there.
Yeah, yeah. You got to let the leaves blow and let the seasons pass.
How about that? I'm gonna borrow that. Ed?
Well, Doc, how much is the how much is it a problem that people try to base their lives on others' lives and try to, like the Temptations say, keep up with the Joneses? How does that relate to the holiday?
Very unrealistic expectations. And people fail to realize when they see these things on TV or social media or people are enjoying it, so that's only a slight, small sliver of their life. You know, you don't put your best foot forward, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
You are. But that's just a slight. You're not going to go on social media and then say, oh my goodness, my life is not good. This and I'm feeling hopeless. You're not going to speak about those things.
Yeah.
So people need to put that in. It's like, is that really reality?
Yes.
Right.
And I think that, you know, for me at least, given the fact that, you know, everybody in the world has an opinion of me, I think you have to have an anchor outside of people's opinions.
Yeah.
A lot of what I deal with, I keep going back to my pastoral ministry, are people who've been affected by the opinions of others. Can you talk about that for a moment, Doc? I mean, how do you handle that? I mean, there's certain people, obviously, you know, parents or your loved ones. I mean, it matters how they feel, but to what degree should we allow that to affect us to the point where we experience some mental anguish?
Yeah.
Taking inventory and take insight. Am I really this person? Or if you have a trusted individual that you feel that you can have these conversations with, you can even present, you know what, I just told X, Y, and Z. What do you see? What do you see? Do you see these characteristics within me? And then do these need to be addressed? You have to have that kind of a confidant. And if you don't have it within your circle, mental health professional.
So that's
sure.
Yeah. So I want to just posit real quick. One of the reasons we have her on here is to encourage people to seek help, right?
Oh, absolutely.
And to go and to find out whether or not, you know, there's some assistance you can receive, some way of addressing some things. So what is your phone number?
I can be reached at 248-438-8254.
This is a heck of a time of year for you, Dr. Barlow. And so taking time to have a conversation with us to maybe help curb some of that, because your phone is already off the hook. We talked about wanting to go and retreat into your own spaces. I want to go to bed. For me, it's my bed and my shower. Those are my safe spaces. And so to me, that's a coping mechanism, and it's not negative. So like, what are some better ways to cope with that heaviness in the holidays versus retreating?
I often suggest, how do you give to others? Even if you're feeling like you're in a funk, for lack of better words, what do you do to give to others? Are you going in the community? Are you volunteering? Because there's always someone that is a little, not as good a situation as you are in. What do you do to give back? Giving back is a wonderful way of not kind of retreating into the thinking habits or overeating or undereating. Giving back.
Okay.
And you know, we were talking a little bit about the funk before the holidays or during the holidays, but how do we deal with that fog after the holidays?
Oh, yeah.
After the holidays, if people don't think about that, if it's something that is really causing destruction within your life, seek a mental health professional to have that funk evaluated and see what other better ways that are individualized to you that can kind of help you through that funk.
Yeah.
Yeah, we want the funk though.
Yeah, we want the funk, but that's a different kind of funk.
We want the funk. Gotta have the funk. So for my,
Comfortable in the funk.
and no question. I mean, and I was gonna say for some people they don't know that that's not normal, right? You know,
Normalize that
yeah.
behavior.
Yeah.
It's
So
a bad
the
funky.
issue that I always have, and you and I talk about it all the time, is people go to certain churches and the pastor will say, "Bring them here. Let me lay my hands. You know, we're gonna pray that demon out." I mean, I think people need to understand that there's nothing wrong with getting professional help. Doesn't take away from your faith. Doesn't take away from the power of God. I mean, even Jesus told the lepers, "Go show yourselves to the priest." So it's prayer plus, right?
Absolutely.
Finding the right professional.
And therapy and help.
There you go. Yeah. So just talk about that for a moment. That doesn't. I mean, by the way, and I approach it a variety of ways when I talk to people. Like I'm type 2 diabetic, and I could wish God can take that from me, and until He does, I better take my pills, right?
Yeah.
And so you know, people have things that happen to them. Sometimes it's a chemical imbalance. Sometimes it's a set of circumstances, right? But there's nothing wrong with going to get some help.
My question is, where does it even come from? Where does that stigma exist? How did we get here?
Well, that's a good question for her, but there is a mental health stigma. We've been trying to address that.
Absolutely.
Yeah, talk about that for a moment, Doc.
The stigma, people are so concerned about being labeled with being a little off, a little crazy. They're so concerned about those labels, which kind of drives that stigma. So sometimes you just need someone to talk to. It's not about the labels or what you're diagnosed with. It's about getting that help. And, you know, with HIPAA laws in place, even if there is a label, no one knows about it unless you tell someone.
Yeah. So this is the holiday season. One more time, give people how they can reach you. You have group sessions, individual therapy. You take insurances. So the whole issue about whether or not you have to pay for it may not be one. Tell people how they can reach Dr. B.
My office is located on 10 Mile in Lasser in Southfield, Michigan, and I can be reached at 248-438-8254. And yes, I do take most insurances, and on most insurances will provide transportation if that's needed.
All right, give out the phone number one more time. People are getting the pen. Do it a little slower.
Yes, it's 248-438-8254.
All right, so here's another issue that I have. People who are already down and depressed and, you know, don't see life through rose-colored glasses over the holidays, which is a lot of pressure. Then they drink a lot of alcohol. Talk about, you know, alcohol being a depressant.
Alcohol is a depressant. You're feeling down and low. Alcohol will bring you down further. And oftentimes people use alcohol and drugs as a coping mechanism instead of getting the help that they need. In fact, other ways that are more healthier to try to navigate the stresses through the holiday. So people often, alcoholism and drug use do increase during the holidays oftentimes. And on top of that, you go to celebrations and most of the time it is offered. It's freely available in different celebrations. And if you already are struggling with those problems, it's accessible. Easily accessible during the holidays.
So here's my thing, Dr. B, is being somebody who has lived through and worked with a lot of different scenarios, just on the other side, on a non-clinical, you know, regular public side of things, it really does. There's hurdles within the I need help, I need to get help. One of those hurdles beyond the stigma is, how do I match myself with the appropriate counselor or therapist? Do I need a psychologist? Do I need a psychiatrist? What, you know, there's a lot of different terms and factors that come into getting help. What's the clearest path from I'm sad to I need help to I'm better?
Talk to someone. Talk So, and if it's not a right fit, whoever you see, if you are seeking a mental health professional, then find someone else, ask for a referral. There should be no hurdles to getting mental health care. Because there's always ways to get around those hurdles to get the care that you need. And 9 times out of 10, once you seek that care, you feel so much better. And people tell me all the time, what took me so long to do this?
Yeah, for sure.
Well, so here's another thing about the holiday, and I keep referencing my primary profession, which is a pastor. How do people manage others' expectation at Christmas by the reality of their own financial and economic situation? Because a lot of the mental health crises or the anguish that I find people experience around Christmas is being expected to do more than they're able to do.
Take an inventory. Have a budget. This is what I can do and this is what I can't do. You don't want to have one day out the year that you're paying for the entire year for those unrealistic financial expectations. Take an inventory. And if you can't buy that present or whatever, think of something else, an experience. Have some time. Hey, let's do a brunch together. Let's go for a walk together. Let's pray together. Let's do other things. Find other ways that doesn't require financial.
So and I think that's great, but the problem that I find with people is that they're so into not wanting to upset folks and hurt their feelings that they don't know how to manage that in a way that they can express that to people. You know what I'm saying? I think that's where people need some counseling. That it's all right to tell people no. It's all right to
Yeah. What is really the source of this relationship is about what I can give to this person, or is this a good relationship? Counseling helps to say, let's sit down and evaluate that individual relationship.
Yeah, well, I ain't got no problem with it. I tell my name is not American Express.
That period. Period.
I'm not here to minimize the amount of time between your wish and fulfillment.
Listen, my money tree came from the Asian market.
And I've already come to the conclusion at 70, soon to be 71 years of age next Sunday, that I can't please everybody. And you just got to be able to live with folk who ain't happy with you. Am I right about it, always? I mean, if I'm happy, I'm happy.
I know my therapist told me validation is for parking. and that's about all I can.
Validation was for parking.
Look, everything outside of what I approve of.
Well, here's the thing. We only have about a minute left, and we've got a few things we got to do. And again, what I always encourage people to do, and Dr. B has been around me a long time to know this, that you need to go and talk to someone. The young man that I was telling you about down in Georgia, the good thing he says, I'm talking to someone. I went to see a therapist. Having a third party who's neutral, basically, but also can identify certain trends and ways of thinking and, potholes and pitfalls is an important thing. So tell them again, Doc, why they should come see you and how they can make that appointment.
Biggest reason why suffer alone is there's hope out there. And again, I can be reached at 248-438-8254.
One more time, Dr. B.
248-438-8254.
All right, if you want to be and continue to be, you got to go see Dr. B. Thank you for being on the show, Dr. B.
Be the best B you can be.
All right. So yeah, these old people. My grandmother lived to be 102. She was so funny, and she used to always say, "But I'm not letting nobody plant no seeds in my mental skies." Mine is like a garden. She said, "Whatever you plant in, it grows, and don't let nobody else till the soil of your soul." But it was so funny because my grandfather died. She was about 90, and I know we got a few moments. The break ain't to 8:30, right? Mm-hmm. Oh, we're playing Obama now? Okay, well, excuse me. I thought we played Obama later on. Let me not eclipse Obama.
Heck no.
And she got to pull Obama up yet because Obama not even up yet. Anyway, so how about that?
And you know what? Here's
Obama.
What is Obama
we can't hear him
today?
Wife. I owe him this from 2008.
Start it over again, please.
My presidential campaign.
Start it over.
I decided to cover all the funeral expenses for Rob Reiner and his wife. I owe him this from 2008. Back then, When my presidential campaign was at a critical point, Rob Reiner stepped up for me. He didn't hide. He went on multiple media platforms and spoke out publicly, saying straight up that Obama has the vision and the ability to lead America toward change. I've never forgotten that. Rob and Michelle spent their lives standing up for what was right, and yet they were killed in the most brutal way by the people closest to them. Their throats cut, left lying in pools of blood. And still, that cold-hearted man in power wouldn't even let them rest in peace. He made up a ridiculous illness to pin on Rob, hinting that Rob's death was the price for opposing him. He even twisted a family tragedy, one caused by Nick's long-term addiction, into a poisonous story that says if you stand against him, you deserve what you get. I'm paying this money so people see the difference clearly. Some of us are protecting the dignity of the dead, while others are using death for their own gain. In 2008, he helped protect my chance. Now, I just want to protect the last bit of dignity for Rob and his wife. May they rest in peace.
So let me tell you how bad this thing is. As you know, he's put his name on the Kennedy Center, right?
Trifling.
Here's how bad it is, right? Come Easter, he's going to kick Jesus off the cross.
Uh-oh.
It's going to be a Trump Easter?
No, it's going to become the church of Donald Trump and Jesus Christ.
Ain't he already selling Bibles?
Let me tell you something.
Upside down.
I want you all to take heed of what I'm saying. I am not a prophet. I don't wish doom on anyone. I let dead dogs lie, right? But there's no way in the world this man can continue to do what he does and fly in the face of every precept of justice, of mercy and grace, and we not see his demise in front of our faces.
That would be about right.
Yeah. I mean, really. I mean, I don't wish it on him. I don't hope it on him, but I hope everybody gets to see. He reminds me of the rich man who looked up and saw dives. Trump gonna be in hell, literal physical hell, and look up and see black folk and say, will you let them Negroes give me some water?
My question is, how is it that Charlie Kirk is not even cold in the grave? This didn't happen less than 3-4 months ago.
Have you watched his wife this last week?
The flip side of it all.
Talking about who she wants to come give her a hug.
Yeah.
J.D. Vance. I don't mind if he hugs me. Did y'all hear all that?
Where is J.D.'s wife?
You heard it right, Joe.
It
was salacious. You ain't talking about no how you doing hug either.
Yeah, and the social medias have reflected their opinions on that. You know, it's a lot of funny stuff going on. It's a lot of funny stuff.
I mean, I bet you a bunch of funny stuff going on in the White House.
Well, that's why they got to have a new room.
What's left of it? They got to build a White House that's bigger than the White House for a ballroom.
Can you imagine what it's going to cost and what's going to go on after? I mean, this man leaves all the gold. He'll take the gold leafing with him, by the way.
Thank God.
That won't belong. The government paid for it, but it won't be the government's.
Well, that's what he's trying to do with that plane too.
Yeah. How many of y'all like Donald Trump in here? Okay, then everybody say boo.
Nah, boo.
Boo. Yeah,
it's a reality we gotta live in. It's cold in Michigan. I put on my boots and coat. Now this is happening.
Not only Donald Trump, but we're gonna have a Democrat come on, Gerald, and talk about the $500 million that the Republicans cut out of approved budgets for major projects in the state of Michigan. They cut the Motown Museum's money in the construction phase. Just took the money away. Matt Hall. I mean,
wigs for girls.
Everything. Just unbelievable. So here's where I'm at. I pray to God nobody tells me again that voting doesn't make a difference.
It makes a difference.
Because if with my arthritic hand, I'm slapping them.
Uh-oh. That's a strong slap.
I'm just saying it's crazy, man. What do we have left except one another? All right, we got to take a break. Don't put that finger up at me. I bite that finger off. We'll be right back after this.
It's for y'all. It's for y'all. Reverend Horace Sheffield and the wake-up call.
This is Super Bowl champion Lomas Brown, and I get my Saturday morning wake-up call from Reverend Horace Sheffield, my man.
This is Reverend P, and I get my wake-up call from Sheffield. every Saturday morning, 8 a.m., 1500 a.m., or 92.7 FM. The Wake Up Call. Reverend Horace Sheffield. See you later.
Hey, this is City Council President here in Sheffield. I get my Saturday morning wake-up call from my dad, Reverend Horace Sheffield.
What up, though? It's your girl T-Barb, and I get my morning call with Reverend Sheffield. Make sure y'all tune in every Saturday morning. It's good.
Saturday morning, 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. 101.5 FM, 1500 a.m. Wake up call.
Hello, everybody. This is your girl, Erica Alexander, and every Saturday morning, I get my wake-up call with Reverend Sheffield. Make sure you go on and get some. All right? What is it? Is that someone called? Is it Saturday?
Saturday morning, 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. 101.5 FM, 1500 a.m. Wake up call.
Hey, what's up, y'all? It's your man Mike Epps, and I get my Saturday morning wake-up call from Reverend Sheffield. Make sure you get yours.
That's the word. I get my Saturday morning wake-up call from Reverend Horace Sheffield.
Saturday morning, 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. 101.5 FM, 1500 a.m. Wake up call.
This is Super Bowl champion Horace Brown, and I get my Saturday morning wake-up call from Reverend Horace Sheffield. Amen.
This is your weekend, and I get my wake up call. Saturday morning, 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. 101.5 FM, 1500 a.m. Wake up call.
Yo, what's up, guys? It's your girl, Randy Rosario, comedian and TV host. I get my Saturday wake-up call with my guy, Reverend Horace Sheffield. Think about it today.
I'm Sheriff FBL Washington, Wayne County. And I get my Saturday morning wake up every Saturday morning from Reverend Horace Sheffield. And you should too.
Saturday morning, 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. 101.5 FM, 1500 a.m. Wake up call.
Hey, what's up, y'all? It's your man Mike Epps, and I get my Saturday morning wake-up call from Reverend Sheffield. Make sure you get yours.
That's the word. I get my Saturday morning wake-up call from Reverend Horace Sheffield.
Saturday morning, 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. 101.5 FM, 1500 a.m. Wake up call.
It's for y'all. It's for y'all, Reverend Horace Sheffield in the wake up call.
Yeah. All right, we're back in living color. Y'all make some noise. Biscuits, and salmon croquettes. We're modeling. While we have a great guest that's coming on, Denzel McCampbell, who won District 7. January 1st will be our new council person in this area. But, you know, people, as a precursor, you know, shun socialism. How many of y'all here are Christian?
I am.
Okay, so go to
CH.
Acts 2, Koinonia, a caring, beloved community. The Bible says they went and got everything they owned and brought it back and gave to each according to their needs. So that's what socialism is, basically corporate responsibility, utilizing the means of industry and the productivity and the things that belong to the government to make certain that people who don't have do have. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. I just want to put that out there. So we got our new council person. Hey,
Good morning.
give him a big hand.
Good morning.
Welcome.
That's right.
Good
now,
to be here with you all.
I want you to know that I work very hard for this young man.
Absolutely. Thank you.
And I don't normally take credit. I'm not going to take credit now. But what was the margin? You came by about 500 votes or so after the primary. Where were you?
Oh, it was only 57 votes after the primary.
You were up 57 votes.
Yes.
And how many did you win by?
It was was 4,000.
Yeah, but it was
yes.
a 20-30% difference.
Yeah, it was a 20-point margin. Yes.
And that's what happened because literally, let's talk about it. My first question. Do you know that people that were coming here that we serviced to live in this neighborhood had a certain opinion of the other person that was not based on anything? And it just shows you the power, Sabrina Athena, of when you inform people, because most people vote for because they smile. I mean, the devil will smile.
Oh yeah, every day.
While he's chopping your neck off.
Real pretty.
But we really, I think, did a good job of letting people know what she had caused and the harm she had done to our neighborhood.
Yeah, I think, and again, good morning, everyone. And thank you, Rev, for your support. As we looked at this campaign, it was important to, one, let folks know about who we are and what we're pushing and what we want to deliver for District 7, but also to hold folks accountable and let folks know about the records on both sides, right? And I think that really came through in this as we were door knocking. It was digital phone calls. I know we had there was a telephone town hall here.
I think we had the best ad, by the way. That ad we had about the doggy dog here.
I definitely heard about the ads for sure. Yeah. So I'm really just doing all around to reach folks. And now, as we are preparing to take office on January 1st, now it's time to deliver for District 7.
So here's what I want to do before we do anything. All powers to be ordained to God. Lord, we thank you for this young man who has posited and positioned himself to do for our neighborhood. We pray that you protect him, that you increase his territory, give him the ability to deliver for this neighborhood. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen.
All right, Harris, you got a question for our council? Is a council member elect?
That's it, yes.
Council member elect.
That's what they got up there. Detroit City Councilman elect. Go ahead.
Congratulations.
His mic isn't on. He's over there eating. He can't do two things at once. Say something now.
Congratulations.
Still not on. Go ahead, Athena, while he's working.
No worries, because you've been planning this for a minute. We know you got your first 500 days planned. What about these first 100 days? What can we look forward to?
Yes, for the first 100 days, one thing is that, I am really big on making sure that we have input from residents and also to really in a feedback loop of saying, here's what's going on. We're going to be jumping right into the budget proceeding.
Communication,
so
that's mucky.
But I want to be right here and let folks know here's what's going on with the budget.
Right.
What do folks want to see in the budget, right? Because also, I hope that this changes in this tenure, but when we know with the budget, when folks show up downtown or on Zoom, and my other colleagues hear about that, they're more likely to put that into the budget. So
what did you say? Action makes things happen.
Action makes things happen.
A little
right?
grease, a little grease in the skids makes a difference. So this is kind of a procedural question. Now that you've elected, who's come at you? I mean, I know you're getting calls from everybody. Are some of the council members already trying to get you to go with who's going to be the president?
Oh yeah, that would definitely have gotten calls.
Let me tell you what I told my daughter, and it was a big issue. In fact, it was a grand jury over it, and Leland, who was a council person, was caught up in that, actually having someone who had already been indicted or non-indicted in Kwame's case, offering to pay people to vote for a certain candidate, Santil Jenkins, actually. What I told my daughter is when they call you and ask you who you vote for, say I'm voting for me, I'm running for president.
Hey, there you go. Yes, that is it.
That is a good approach.
That's it. There's already been positioning for city council president. I've just been focused on, I feel like I'm still in campaign mode, right? And this is how it's going to be for the next 4 years. It's like I still want to be present in the community, been going to the various holiday parties and also just meeting with folks.
Yeah, you came to ours too.
Absolutely. Just to make sure that folks know I made
if you ever don't show up over here, we come.
I know. I'll always show
up. And they know where you live.
Yes, absolutely.
This is your house.
Yes, and I appreciate that. So it's been really
have some town halls over here
absolutely.
For you. And the show that we have, we can actually do a live town hall for you to pull people up on the screen from the city who can answer questions. Whatever you want to do, man, is yours.
That's great.
Right?
Thank you. Thank you.
Well, being a council member elect, because most of us don't know a lot of the things that go behind the scenes. Like Rev made reference to, the kind of things going on now with who they think you should vote for. How hard is it to really look at your fellow council members or those who were elected like yourself, because a lot of that stuff we see on the surface, and I don't want you to be no digger, but you still need to know a little bit about who you're dealing with. Absolutely. And how reliable they are with their information.
I have existing relationships with many of my colleagues. So we'll build up their relationship. For me, is that I want to approach it and what is our shared goal for the city of Detroit, for District 7, and how can we work together to get to that, right? If we're not going to agree, we're not going to agree. I'll be a no vote at the table, or how that looks. But I'm approaching this, what is the commonality that we have, and how can we get to that point to serve residents in the city of Detroit? And there may be someone, there may be a council member on the east side that cares about flooding as well, because we know we have flooding in District 7. So going to say, how can we build up more infrastructure to prevent flooding? So that's why I want to get to know my colleagues.
Where is there flooding in District 7?
So there, folks may have remembered the floods that we had in 2021 back to back, and then we had some floods. I believe that was 2023. So that's why.
But where?
In the Warrendale area,
okay.
Franklin Park,
out there also, where the Rouge River is,
yeah,
that area, that water.
Really widespread. Yeah, aviation. Really, right. It was widespread across the district. Yeah. So now they are doing the water retention project in Rouge, but we need to do even more, and we need to make those folks whole.
And you need to get ready, because that whole area down off the river, where some prominent folks live, Penske and them want all of that land, and
yes,
there's a lot going on.
Absolutely,
I would just tell you, here's where I am. And my daughter has borrowed my term, and I really came up with this, and I call it generational residence. Right? Yes. It's not black folks, it's not white folks, it's people who've never left. And even if you have a family home, it's been in the family for 50 years, the way taxes and the assessment values on those homes are going, it's getting very expensive to live in Detroit, right?
Yes, absolutely.
We've not had that for a long time. So just keep that in mind.
Oh, for sure.
That now that this is a place that everyone wants to be, we still have to be mindful of folks who never left in the first place.
And on that point, as Mayor-elect Sheffield has lifted up, right, the entertainment tax to kind of shift some of that from property tax, that's something I'm in favor of as well. So
and by the way, she's met with the former mayor of Columbus, who has that half penny or penny tax too, which generated a lot of revenue for that city of its size. I think you do have to look at some new sources of revenue, right?
Absolutely.
Let's take out. Is she ready? Let's go to Mr. Community. Yes, ma'am.
Good morning.
Good morning.
My name is Rosalind Jackson.
How you doing?
And I am a very, very big proponent of Denzel McCampbell.
Thank you so much.
Oh, good.
Right.
Thank you.
You better be. You wasn't gonna be able to volunteer here no more.
And listen,
We'll cut you off.
Don't threaten me. Okay. I wanted to say to you that when you won, I was ecstatic.
Thank you.
And I said, because we supported you.
By the way,
we want you.
Stay right there. We this community, right? Once we educated people in this neighborhood, did we turn the tide or not?
We turned.
Yeah, we turned the tide. People, we doing Denzo. Let's give her some more time to take care of her dog.
So after saying all of that, I would like to register a complaint.
Yes.
Oh my God.
I live over here on Wisconsin and Plymouth. And the end of my block is a dead end. It's a railroad track. And everything happens on Wisconsin between Grand River and Plymouth. When you get to Plymouth Road, I'm south of Plymouth. Oh, no, ain't nothing happening. You can't get your snow plowed. You can't get your garbage half picked up. You can't get nothing done. And I'm going, what the what?
Yeah.
So I said, when I saw you, I was going to mention that to you.
Yes, ma'am.
Because you got clout and you going to be my clout.
Well, let's do this. He will see you after the show. He's talking now about maybe coming over here, having some staff time, right?
Yeah, hopefully we can come
but
over.
But he'll see you after the show. I think that's the kind of thing that we want. We want to give him the nickname. You know what his nickname is going to be? The Wedge. The wedge between passing the buck and red tape.
I'll check you out after this.
Absolutely.
Wedge.
And thank you for bringing that. As along that railroad all the way down, there's been the folks that are on the streets that have the dead end. There's been issues with the sewer, a backup there, and also flooding on those streets.
Okay.
And hear you on the services. So that's something.
Well, since you're putting things in, let me just give you a quick one here.
Okay.
Since '94, at least 7 or 8 people been killed on this corner in car crashes.
Mm-hmm.
It's a little bit better because, and my daughter helped me because I'm dealing with the city, and so all you got to do is time the lights. The problem is that one light changes, another one changes right away.
Yeah.
People who are coming through can't see southbound on Wyoming, and they're and I mean literally, we have people that have been pinned against my building, cut in half, and it's still not sufficiently long enough. We had an accident here Friday, I think, or Thursday, Friday. So these are the kind of things I think you want to be. And I would love to have a hearing over here, just so because they always nobody else has complained, but nobody else's building has been run into or had to witness people killed. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, Mr. Campbell should know this, but you can still get monies if you had flooding in 2023.
Yes.
A lot of Detroiters don't know that. It may end by the end of this.
Is it SBA or?
I'm not sure what it is, but I know you need to apply ASAP.
Okay.
And contact the city of Detroit.
Yeah. I think it's SBA, disaster money, right?
It's I think it's still some of the FEMA money.
FEMA money, okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So, but yes, people, if you have been impacted by flooding, you can definitely contact the city.
Yeah.
But I agree, do it ASAP because
it's
we know
going to
that
run.
money gets
All that money is
back.
going out.
Absolutely.
By the way, what people don't know, and it's been a real kept secret, the amount of money that the present administration did not spend, that was ARPA money.
Yeah, we have until the end of 26.
Yes.
Yes.
But there was a lot of unspent money.
And I'm going to be someone that is, hopefully I am able to get on the budget committee.
Yes, get on the budget committee.
We will.
And we harping for ARPA over here. We want some
you.
ARPA money. Young man?
Yes, I'm very excited.
Introduce yourself again.
I'm Mr. Community.
No, your real name.
Harrison Shelby.
Oh, there you go. All right.
But I'm very excited to see you in this journey.
Thank you.
We both started out in politics together. We became precinct delegates back in 2016.
Absolutely.
Actually, you, me, and Councilwoman Gabriela Santiago Romero.
Yes.
Both went through that training. I remember that, and so I remember walking doors with you back then. So
yes.
Very excited to see what you.
So does that mean you running next?
Will.
Okay.
So,
all right.
There you go.
Put that out there.
Yes. Thank you. I appreciate you.
So what's your question? This is a question and answer show, not a statement
so I
show.
know that you are looking. I know you are looking to build your team up because you can't be everywhere. And just like how one of the community mothers just mentioned, you need to have a great team so you're able to.
So are you asking for a job?
I'm not asking for
okay.
a job, but I'm letting people know that there are jobs out there. He needs people.
Yeah. Well,
he's looking for.
I've offered up somebody as a suggestion.
Yeah.
So.
And and we are currently building up a team. We've gotten a lot of interest from folks, and I'll parsing through all of that. But for folks to know, we will have a large community team because folks do have issues across District 7, and we want to make sure that we are able to answer those. It may just be reaching out to the administration to let folks know about some casework. It may be policy, right, that we have to take to the council table, or connecting folks to different levels of government. We want to make sure that we're responsive to that as well.
Is there a link or something where, or a phone number?
So right now we are pausing on taking
cool.
more because we just got.
You probably
so
got
much.
more folks that you go
Yeah,
through.
absolutely.
I know I sent somebody over there.
Yeah.
All right, Sabrina Athena. And by the way, you're not wearing that Lions hat in hopes of them winning tomorrow, are you?
I'm drinking every bit of blue Kool-Aid.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm refreshed. All right, we talked about how our lovely mayor-elect has really gone into these different neighborhoods and done a lot of really powerful work. And we're expecting a lot of powerful work based on her campaign promises. And how do you envision working with the mayor and making sure that the promises are kept and produced on?
So one thing is to make sure that I am being a great ambassador for District 7. Right, and working with the mayor-elect and her administration to say, here's what I'm hearing from residents of District 7, partner with her on events here in the district to get that input, but also making sure as a council member, as being the legislative branch, approving the budget, that making sure that they have the tools and administration to carry that out. A lot of folks may not know, but we do have a strong mayor system here in the city of Detroit. The city council does have investigative powers. We approve the budget, we legislate ordinances, but once to carry out that agenda and carry out those things that we legislate, that falls with the administration. So really being a true partner in that to say what is needed to carry out that for District 7, and also how can we make sure that that information gets to the administration.
So one of our priorities here, and we've been assembling a team, people with money, we've been acquiring lots. So I'm going to talk about the land bank in a second. But even in this, now we've been on this corner since '94. We picked up properties over here for $8,000 to $10,000. Houses over here now are selling for $150,000,
absolutely,
almost $200,000.
Yes.
So when people tell me about what Detroit isn't doing or how far it's not come, I tell people get what you can, man, because everyone else up and down Grand River.
Yes.
And take my word.
Oh yeah.
There's a significant number of lots of people in China that own land on Grand River. Grand River is one of the last major thoroughfares that's not been developed, but it's being developed.
Yes.
So I just want to talk about number one. You're encouraging people, to buy more and to invest more in the district, right?
Yes.
And where do you see this district going in light of all the other areas of the city? It's one of the more densely populated areas
Absolutely.
of the city. Yes.
And it's one of the more densely populated. We have the second highest amount of children in the city across all districts. I think what we have here in District 7 is an opportunity to make sure we're doing that we are getting property in the hands of Detroiters, folks who are in the district, folks who want to do something in the district, but also that we're doing development in an equitable way that centers what folks need in the district, right? And I talked about this when I was here before. It's like making sure that we are doing what we can as a city to have community markets that have fresh, affordable food in it, right? That are owned by folks in Detroit, right? That make sure that we're having truly affordable housing that folks can afford to live in, because this is also one of the few areas that are left in District 7 where folks can afford to live. And that's getting even more unaffordable. But we're seeing that even rents are less than other areas in the city.
Yeah.
So for me is that we have the opportunity, and what I want to push for is that we're doing development in an equitable way that lifts up everyone that are currently living in District 7. And the last thing I'll say is for folks to know, they are doing a study on Joy Road to see what they could do to increase activity there. I will make sure that that the Rev and folks get information on that, because I want to make sure that residents turn out to those meetings to help shape
important.
how that will look, right?
Is Saints
Communication.
Is Saints to see you in your district?
I don't believe it.
Okay, I'm working on that because Mitch Album has put this team of folks together. We have more money over there invested than anybody right now, except for Straight Gate, some other folks. But here's the thing about development, and it's important for people to know that it takes money to build homes, it takes relationships, etc.
Absolutely.
But I think what people really are concerned about is access to what's in the land bank. There's been some conversation, I know, with Mayor-elect about doing some things different. What's your view of the land bank?
So first and foremost, and I've met with the land bank a couple of times, and I've told them this as well, is that we have to make sure that when folks in this room and folks across the district and the city are calling down to inquire about lots, inquire to call their side lots, to the lot across the street, that folks are getting honest and accurate information. That you're not getting a call down and say, oh, there's a hold on this lot, and not getting a call back, and then you look up again and it's sold to someone that is out of state or out of country. So that's first and foremost. But we also have to make sure that we are doing more that we can to increase the access to that Detroiters have to the available property in the land bank. That also that the enforcement of the rules that the land bank has is not unequal in how they put it now, right? And what I mean by that is that residents aren't getting, oh, you only have 6 months to improve this, while LLCs are not getting that same treatment, right? So that's on first and foremost. But I'm going to tell you my overall view, and I'm not sure about this. The land bank right now has special actions and privileges that they can take that the city cannot. Ultimately, I would love to see those functions back in the city government, but we have to also make sure that if that was to happen, that we can take those similar actions and ensuring that we get that property.
Well, I got a question for you.
Okay, we don't have time. We got to play a video of Nina Turner. He's going to be a regular guest.
Absolutely.
Feel free to have a segment. Let's do a special town hall on air. Bring your staff down. But we're setting up for Nina Turner's going to be on the air in a moment, and we want to play this special video. Make sure the volume is up. You got to unmute it, and you make sure the volume is up.
This farm is 150 acres. Yeah, they're going to be farms.
Did you start it from the beginning?
Lines that have to go through. This farm is 150 acres. Yeah, they're going to be farms, and there will be transmission lines that have to go through developments and farms. That's the very nature of a growing economy. Like that, everybody needs to get on board. I just don't. You know what? Buy a fake tree.
Oh, Digger, right in my heart, Digger.
What? I have a fake tree.
I
have a beautiful tree. Coming up, no time for that. I know, but I can't afford the tree.
We're doing what we always do, which is to sacrifice the needs of the majority for the needs of few. This is pure, unadulterated greed, per usual, at the expense of everybody else. To say that everybody needs to get on board, to sacrifice Christmas tree farms, to sacrifice the environment so a few people can make a profit, but then we don't have clean air. We run out of fresh water if we have any. Really? This is what we're doing. And these AI data centers are cropping up all over the country. And curiously, they're cropping up in poor communities, especially Black communities. I want us to ponder that. The environmental racism that is percolating even through AI. Again, we deserve better. We got to demand better. We cannot allow these types of things to happen. So we must organize and demand that our elected officials not allow these data centers to do this. They take up so much energy. So the energy costs are going up. And a lot of the costs to house these data centers are being borne by the community and not by the profiteers of these AI centers. It is the ruling class and the rest of us.
All right, we'll stop it there. By the way, just so you know, in the state of Michigan, that's not true. Dear friend of mine, protege of my sisters, in the state of Michigan, the data centers are responsible for the infrastructure and everything else. We'll be right back after this.
It's your girl T-Barb, and I get my morning call with Reverend Sheffield. Make sure y'all tune in every Saturday morning. It's good.
Every Saturday morning, 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. on 101.5 FM or 1500 a.m. The Wake Up Call with the Reverend Horace Sheffield.
Hello, everybody. This is your girl, Erica Alexander, and every Saturday morning, I get my wake-up call with Reverend Sheffield. Make sure you go on and get some of that. All right? What is that? Is that someone called? Is it Saturday?
Every Saturday morning, 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. on 101.5 FM or 1500 a.m. The Wake Up Call with the Reverend Horace Sheffield.
Hey, what's up, y'all? It's your man Mike Epps, and I get my Saturday morning wake-up call from Reverend Sheffield. Make sure you get yours.
I'm Hester Wheeler, and I get my Saturday morning wake-up call from Reverend Horace Sheffield.
Every Saturday morning, 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. on 101.5 FM or 1500 a.m. The Wake Up Call with the Reverend Horace Sheffield.
This is Super Bowl champion Lomas Brown, and I get my Saturday morning wake-up call from Reverend Horace Sheffield, my man.
This is Grover, Kansas, and I get my wake-up call from Reverend Horace Sheffield every Saturday morning, 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. on 101.5 FM or 1500 a.m. The Wake Up Call with the Reverend Horace Sheffield.
Yo, what's up, guys? It's your girl, Randy Rosario, comedian and TV host. I get my Saturday wake-up call with my guy, Reverend Horace Sheffield. Think about it. Good day.
I'm Sheriff Raphael Washington, Wayne County, and I get my Saturday morning wake up every Saturday morning from Reverend Horace Sheffield, and you should too.
Every Saturday morning, 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. on 101.5 FM or 1500 AM, The Wake Up Call with the Reverend Horace Sheffield.
It's for y'all. It's for y'all, Reverend Horace Sheffield in the Wake Up Call.
All right, all right. Let's get some noise in the studio today.
Yeah, we got David. David wanted to drop by and see whether we could do this without him.
We might be managing.
Let's do this. We got a couple of moments that we're not up live with our guests who'll be coming back on in a moment.
I see her.
There she is, right there.
She's right there.
All right, we got her. All right.
Hey, girl, hey.
Hello, Senator Turner. She can't hear me. Can she hear me?
Senator, can
Hello?
you hear us? Oh,
Okay.
she can't.
Can somebody tell us you need to unmute a mic or whatever? Hello, can you see us?
Is the technical ministry on board today?
Unmute your mic. We can't hear you.
Hey, Denise.
Hello, can you hear us? Can you hear us?
She looks refreshed and moisturized this morning.
Can you hear? We can't hear you. We can't hear
might
you.
hear me.
Can't hear
Yep.
you. No, can't hear you. Okay. All right. We're working on it. In the meantime, that's Senator Turner there. Let's go.
Welcome, welcome. And we're talking about data centers and
Yeah, well,
AI.
I just want to be clear that in Michigan it's different.
Yes.
That the entity setting them up bears all the costs, including infrastructure and utility costs. So I don't know what's going on with the sound, but Nina, you can't hear us. We can't. Huh?
You can.
I can't. But huh?
I can hear her too. Wait, give another check for us. Check, check.
Mic check, mic check.
There she go.
Okay.
Let's give it up, y'all.
All right. And now
Amen.
listen
Some
to
anointing.
Listen to
on
the
this
sound so
microphone.
it's not distorted. Senator Nina Turner, how you doing?
I'm doing fine, Rev. How are you?
Good. We go a long way back. So proud of the work you're doing and some of the alliances you have. Let me just start with this whole, renaming of the Kennedy Center. I said to people that come Easter is going to become the Church of Donald Trump and Jesus Christ. Huh?
I don't know. He might not want to share any space with Jesus Christ. So,
Yeah. Well, I don't put it past him though.
Yeah, no, I get you, Rev. I mean, it's all about him. It's me. Those of us who have gone to college and taken a 101 psychology class and you learn about the ego and the id, this is very clear that the president has not evolved past the me stage of development.
Right. Athena?
Yes, my goodness. Tell us about We Are Somebody. I'd like to know more. And the world needs to know. Tell us about We Are Somebody. That's your organization, right?
It is. Thanks, Sister Athena. Yes, We Are Somebody. It's a capacity or collaboration building organization for working class people, both unionized and non-unionized. It is about working class people understanding that collectively we are catching the same hell, if you will. Certainly there's a racialized nature to the economy, to the environment. We all know that when working class people are enduring pain, you know that Black people disproportionately endure it even more. And so the role of my organization is to bring people together beyond electoral politics. Who you vote for, how you vote, if you vote, all of that stuff matters. But that is not the beginning of it. That is just part of a process of creating a human rights economy.
Yeah.
And so we cannot afford to be on the sidelines even after we vote. We have to hold people who we give our collective power to accountable. And we also have to hold ourselves accountable as well. And so it's a national organization. We do work with the House of Labor, but we also work with workers who do not have the benefit of unions. And the finer point, we center Black liberation, understanding very clearly that any other marginalized group, any other disenfranchised group, any other despised group if they want true liberation, they must lock arm in arm with the Black community and recognize that their very liberation is tied to ours. I like to think about the United States as a tug of war between Black liberation and the white ruling class.
Right.
So every other group has to decide which side you're tugging on.
Right.
And we know that throughout history, people have chosen, knowingly or unknowingly, consciously or subconsciously, to tug with the ruling class, thinking they're going to be one of them. And that's not just white people. We do have a challenge in this country with every other group. And I'm not talking about individuals who have a consciousness from those groups of color, but other people who come to this country or assimilate into this country who believe that they're better than us. So you got to decide,
That's
are you
real.
tugging
That's
liberation side, or are you tugging on the white ruling class side in this tug of war?
So I was remiss in not giving you the proper introduction. This is Senator Nina Turner, former state senator in the state of Ohio, co-chaired Bernie Sanders' election for presidency, endorsed my daughter, friend of my family's, worked with my sister, spoke at her funeral, and someone that I admire greatly, immensely. Also come to have a great relationship with one of my mentors, Cornel West, and others, challenging the Democratic Party. And I'm just going to step in and ask the question. The rest of them can come later. We're right now, I have a group of people that was embedded in my daughter's campaign. 78% of the vote, largest margin of victory of any mayoral race in the history of Detroit. And so now I'm being courted by the National Democratic Party, the state party, for us to put that kind of field game together. But what I saw in my daughter's race was we got people come out to vote and not voted. And the Democratic Party, we had to reach out to them and say, hey, man, we got some new folks.
Yep.
You know, we have to have a fresh look, a fresh approach. So where are we with that? I mean, with all that Trump is doing, it doesn't matter, because if we're counting on him to undo it for us to get in and do it, that's not going to happen.
You know, Rev, that's exactly right. And certainly Mayor-elect Sheffield and you, the Sheffield family, the legacy. I mean, the greater Detroit audience, they know the legacy of the Sheffield family. And it's really great that Mayor-elect is carrying on that tradition of the family. So I am not surprised that you were able to pull out people who had not voted before or who had not voted in a very long time. The National Democratic Party does not get that. Rev, I can't speak to your county party. I can't speak to your state party. You would have to tell me, and your colleagues, you guys would have to tell me whether or not they get it. But I can tell you that the national party does not get it. Just a few days ago, they came out and said that they were not going to release the autopsy from 2024. Now, we know that coroners do autopsies to see what happened to the person.
Right.
Why did they die? How did they die? Was it homicide? Was it suicide? Was it natural? All the things you want to know, the facts. This party has decided, even under new leadership, that they don't want to know the facts of 2024, or at least they don't want the people to know the facts of 2024. So you can't ask the murderer to do the autopsy. And what I mean by that is that the National Democratic Party, even under its current leadership, its past leadership, collectively, even with the leaders who are elected, particularly those who are in that Congress, they are the murderers. In other words, they are collectively responsible for President Donald J. Trump having his second tour of duty. And so if you're not going to analyze how and why this happened, and what could be done heretofore to make sure that this does not happen again, then I don't know how you move forward. So, Rev, that is a longer way for me to say that they can call you in. They can try to adopt the tactics of the Sheffield for mayor campaign, but unless they deal with the root of the problem, it's just window dressing.
So just one quick point, and then we're going to go to Mr. Community. So, for example, in the state of Michigan, for about the last 10 years, there's been no coordinated campaign. I don't know what happens in Ohio, but it's all from the top down now, right? They sit in Brooklyn or somewhere else, and they decide what they're going to fund, what they're not going to fund. When you know, especially when Dennis Archer or Coleman was in office, everybody who was involved in electoral politics sat down in the room and they worked together. So anyway, that's just part of what's happened, and we got to get more boots on the ground and more people in the room. Mr. Community.
Yes. You've been very outspoken about what needs to happen. I follow you on Twitter or X.
Speaking to Mike.
I've been following you on Twitter and X, and you've been very unapologetic about calling out what needs to happen. And how do you foresee the midterm elections and your predictions, and how will Democrats pick up seats in the House and the Senate?
Well, we see that in the special election that we just, New Jersey, other states picked up 2 governor seats, picked up some congressional seats. I think the Democrats are going to win a lot of seats in the midterms, especially in those states that have not been totally partisanly mid-decade gerrymandered. I mean, who does that? You're not supposed to do that. So partisan gerrymandering, for the record, we should reject it, even if Democrats are doing it. Ultimately, and I'm going to get back to answering your question, when you have that kind of mid-decade partisan gerrymandering, it is going to come to no good end. And so while some Democrats think that other Democrats are, quote unquote, fighting back, the time to fight back against the Republicans was before 2024. That was the time. And so ultimately, the Civil Rights Act of 1965 is going to be impacted by all of this partisan gerrymandering. But so let me get back to directly answering your question. Democrats are going to pick up gains. They are, because people are feeling the pain that President Trump is bringing to bear. And when I say people, now it's not just Black people who can sit back and say we tried to tell y'all.
The people,
like all the people, right?
Hello.
So like all the people. So that's all working class people, including some people who were loyal to President Donald J. Trump for whatever reason. Yes. Are some of them racist and bigots? Yes. Not all of them are, just in the same way not all Democrats or the Democratic base are freedom fighters. You see what I'm going? So Democrats are going to pick up seats. The question becomes, what do they do with the pickup? See, if they're not going to increase the federal minimum wage that is still at $7.25, if they are not going to adopt Medicare for all, which when President Biden and the Democrats had the trifecta, they had the opportunity to do so and failed to do it. And so now you sitting back mad at President Donald J. Trump, as those of us who are conscious minded and believe in justice and freedom, we ought to be. But here's my caveat to that. When you had the power, you made excuses. This man has the power and he makes no excuse. I wish that President Donald J. Trump would use his instinct to just do whatever he want to do for good.
And you're
for good.
Hold on, Athena. We're gonna get to Ed and we'll come back to you.
Yes. Now, and you made a mention of something that I really try to express on this show, and that is holding people accountable. Well,
yes, sir.
How could we start a campaign of holding those who are in office now more so accountable? Because I hear a lot of talk, but no action. You know what I mean? And a lot goes on after the cameras are turned off. So what can we do to make sure that our voices are heard while those cameras are off?
I mean, you can nationalize that. You guys, I mean, Reverend Sheffield and all of you, I mean, the wonderful Dabo, I mean, just starting locally. We can't necessarily start nationally. We got to start locally. And when people start to see that kind of fire, one thing is to not allow, so it's to awaken a collective consciousness. And we know how to do that as Black people. We've done it all along. So it's mixing the old school with the new school. And it's giving our people the freedom or the permission to say that I'm not going to continue to choose between the lesser of the two evils. The lesser of two evils, the last time I checked, is still evil. But I will say this: if you are going to choose the lesser of two evils, at least know you're doing it. And don't delude yourself. Don't fool yourself to thinking that because you pick the lesser of two evils, that now makes it good. It's not good that when Black people who represent, we are the loyalist base. Now, we're not the only base, but we are the loyalist base of the Democratic Party. it does our people no good when we delude ourselves to say if we just get that Democrat in there, they're going to do right.
Right.
They're not going to do right unless we make them do right. Brother Frederick Douglass already put it out there that power concedes nothing without a demand. So even if you liking folks, even if you so-called vibing with folks, you have got to hold them accountable. So at some point, the fault lies in both. It's the electorate, how much we going to put up with, but then there's also the elected official who's saying to us, pick me because at least I'm not Trump. We fell for that and we got nothing. It reminds me of when Minister Malcolm X, one of his speeches, he said, you guys, playing these games, I'm paraphrasing, with these Democrats, you looking out for them, but they ain't looking out for you. And so at a certain point, we got to report card these people, and we got to call them in mid-year and say, here are the things that we care about. Here are the things you said you were going to do. Here's where you are right now. And so when it comes time around, I don't care if Satan himself or herself running, what's not going to happen is you're not going to get my vote. The uncommitted showed us the way. That uncommitted block, baby. And y'all know Dearborn, Detroit, y'all right up the street from Dearborn.
Yeah.
They let them know we don't care.
Don't
Donald
care.
It wasn't so much that they wanted him back in, but they were teaching the Democrats a lesson.
Right.
And until Black people, the loyalist base of the Democratic Party, is willing to go back to back and say we're going to teach them some lessons, they're going to continue to play with us.
Yeah. Athena?
Listen, you spoke to intergenerational communications, and you didn't say it exactly that way, but you said it. And my question is, when it comes down to communications and passing this torch and this vigor for better and for actually advancing material conditions of working class people, what have been some of your most effective communication tactics to really engage folks who want to help?
It's really local. I started off, Rev read some of my bio, you're never as good as your bio, but I started off locally. I started off as an activist, unbeknownst to me, wasn't trying to do that. I did believe, once upon a time that if we can empower people who live in poverty or some impoverished conditions, if we can empower them to vote, sis, I thought that they could change their future. And we know in some cases they can, but in other cases, we are fighting against a systemic evil.
Yeah.
We're fighting against a systemic immorality. And we got to recognize that. But local, it really is local. And you all are blessed to have the type of mayor who gets that, who comes from a family who gets that, but it is local. And then it spreads abroad. Some of the most, I think, impactful things that I've been able to say or do and work in community, because none of us ever do any of these things alone. Let me give you a very recent and real example. So I'm not actively elected, but we know in this country you get to keep your last title. So I will forever be, unless I run.
The honorable,
come through, Senator.
Right?
Come through. Let them know.
But let me tell you what I was able to do. So not actively elected, but I still carry the cachet of it. Cleveland Clinic had decided, and we know that Cleveland Clinic is world renowned. People come in here to Cleveland all over the world to go to the Cleveland Clinic.
Yeah.
So they had decided, they sent a notice out to their patients, and I'm a patient, saying that effective June the 1st, that if you did not have your copay, so if you did not have your copay, they wasn't going to bill you, they was going to send you home. So if you went to your scheduled primary care appointment, for example, not emergency care,
but didn't have the money to pay it on the spot.
Doc, if you ain't had the money to pay on the spot, they're going to send you home.
Refuse service.
So I got refused service. So I got this notice and I'm saying, hey, what can I do? What can I do? I'm not actively elected, but what can I do? This is wrong on so many levels. So I didn't sit back and say, hey, I ain't actively elected. I called some Cleveland council members. I called some faith leaders. I called some activists. And then I put Cleveland Clinic on notice.
Hello.
And I said, Cleveland Clinic, this is what's about to happen. Now, we can't boycott you like we boycott Target, because people got to have their health care. But I'm going to tell you something. This is going to be a public relations nightmare for you. My team went and got signs made, Medicare for all, and we deserve health care. And we was about to picket the Cleveland Clinic. So I talked to the president of the Cleveland City Council. He said, he called me sis. He said, sis, they said they ain't budging. I said, okay, well, If they not budging, Council President, I tell you what, this is what we are going to do, because they're never all over the world is going to know that the hospital that carries our name has decided that they not going to serve the people in the city of Cleveland. If they don't have a copay, they going to feel the pain and the thunder. Let me tell you, sisters and brothers and family and friends, they reverse course. You hear me?
That's a hand praise.
They didn't want that
That's
smoke.
a hand praise.
They didn't want it. And I'm going to tell you something. Some of my doctor friends and colleagues were calling me from all over the country. And they said, Senator, I don't, they said, we don't know if you understand what you did. Because as Cleveland Clinic goes,
the rest,
you hear
of,
me?
the rest of the healthcare systems.
The rest of the healthcare
let me
system
just
goes.
two or three quick things. One is,
but Rev, I mean, I hope that answered.
No,
the
I think it does. I think it does.
Answer.
I think that all of us in our own way, based on injustices we experience, have the power to do something about it. And I just lay down. So right now, by the way, there's a major healthcare corporation that I know of that actually has a memo that goes out to its top executives saying cash is king, and then rewards them based on how much money they save on getting people out to the hospital sooner, not seeing them in the emergency room. But that's not what I want to talk about. Two things. One is I and just throw this out for you. You can use it. I did research during my daughter's campaign, and it resonated. And I have a theme very simple about how you make politics relatable, national politics. It's our money, spend it on us. And then tell them all the stuff they spend the money on. Tax breaks for billionaires, right? Foreign countries. Right, foreign countries. We give money to Cuba for Guantanamo Bay, but yet we don't want you to travel there. But here's my real question. So we often think when it comes to party politics and all of these things that we're trying to impact. Target, for example, Jamal, as you know, is a dear friend of mine. We talk all the time. We often think it's others that's the issue, when too many times it's really us. I mean, we can't even organize against a common foe without somebody wanting to be friendly with the foe.
That was a good example, though, with the Cleveland Clinic. Y'all organized and
Yeah,
executed.
but let's talk about what we're talking about. We're talking about Target, for example, right?
Yeah.
Keith Ellison's a good friend of mine, former intern of mine. I know what they've done to him, and I commend him because he's called me. I put him in touch with Jamal, saying, I am not going to meet with the CEO unless I talk to Jamal, whatever. I'm just saying, how do we get past bifurcation when we need unification?
Rev is doing exactly what you just said. People got to know, like, I'm not meeting with these people until I meet with my people. And I do want to say for the record, because this is lost, and I love Reverend Brian, and he's a part of it. And my organization started the national boycott of Target. We sent a letter out in the open, or put Target on notice. We Are Somebody did put Target on notice, saying on the CEO put it out on January the 24th of last year. And we said, of this year, sorry. And we said, we coming out on February 1st on you if you don't do it. And then I called Tamika Mallory, one of the co-founders of Until Freedom. And then we partnered with Pastor Jamal Bryan, who had the brilliant idea of the Target Fast. And the three of us came together. I get by with a little help from my friends. And so your point, though, bigger point, Pastor, is that people just can't sell out for 30 pieces of silver. You have got to be able to pick up the phone.
But let's hold on a second. Just don't mean to interrupt you. I'm your elder, so respect me. I know all of this. They get called to a meeting, right? When you boycotting Target, and don't be told that the CEO of Target is in there. You open the door. I mean the stuff that we do. There's enough stuff that affects us that no one person ought to think that they're the titular head of our movement.
No, I totally agree with you. But see, also, I get it, right? You get seduced. People can get easily seduced.
Here come your husband.
Yeah, this is my hubby. Say hi, baby.
Yeah, I know your husband. He's down in Florida. Hey, hubby.
Hey, how you doing?
Look at Black Love. Come on.
Yeah, I saw that big ring.
Come on, Black Love. I love it.
Yeah, I knew you was a reason you had that ring up all day, but go ahead.
That look kind of heavy.
Sister, God is blessing. No, it's easy to get seduced, right? So, but we got to be able to say, am I going to be seduced, or I'm going to do something for my people? This is not new. that these kinds of forces always come in to try to infiltrate and divide our community or divide a movement that is fighting for justice. Then it becomes about your integrity. I can give you another real example that I don't share, but I'm sharing it here with you guys for the first time, like in this
Hold on. Breaking news live on the wake up call.
On the wake up call.
Come on.
And this is directly to the Target movement, Reb. Dolores Huerta, the legend herself, was reached out to by the CEO of Target at the same time that we had launched the national boycott. She found me through a labor leader, April Barrett of SEIU. So you can't tell me that these folks don't know that I need to pick up the phone and call somebody.
That's
now,
right.
I knew of Dolores Huerta, as I'm sure she knew of me, but she's a legend. She's an elder. She's a legend in the labor movement. And she said, Senator, these people, they done reached out to me, and I am going to meet with them, but I need to know because you guys started this. Latino Freeze, one of his Latino organizations, they paid homage to the Black leadership of the Target boycott without ever picking up the phone. So, Rev, if they can do it, why can't some of these other Black leaders do it? Now, one other insider point here.
Yeah.
She did meet. He said, I'm going to fly in to see you. And then he changed his mind, wanted to do Zoom. And she said, oh, no, you fly in.
Period.
He flew in to see Dolores Huerta in California to try to drive a wedge.
Okay,
Brian Cornell between the Latino family and friends and the Black community.
But this is
and
why
this is why Sister Huerta told him. This is what she told him. She listened to everything he had to say, and she said, until you meet with Senator Nina Turner, until you meet with Tamika Mallory, until you meet with Pastor Jamal Bryant, until you work it out with the Black leaders, I ain't got nothing to say. Then he went a step further and said, well, we made all these promises to the Black community, but really it's the Hispanic community that's paying, that spends more money with us. You see, working on the mind. And then Dolores Huerta's daughter said to this man that after all the Black community, those descendants of enslaved people have went through in this country, paving the way for my people, you owe them a lot more. You got certain so I don't want to hear the excuses about these Black leaders taking 30 pieces of silver to sell out their people.
Yeah, I mean, I've been through this, when we were doing Lord and Taylor, and you can always find some Black folks. I call them Black faces and white spaces, right? And I guess what we really have to do, Nina, is organize. And I've talked to Jamal, and I'm going to do it. This organization of Black Association, Black Organization. Where we call, and I don't think we, the Jewish people don't call folk out, but they have enough clout because they're so well organized that if you go against them, they have a way to deal with you, right? And people got to start paying price. But I want to commend you, by the way, on all the great work you're doing. I would be remiss, absolutely remiss, with all that I'm doing to honor my sister, to not take a moment, if you don't mind, and just share about your relationship with my sister.
Oh my God, the great LaVon Sheffield Turner, which I must say, LaVon is my middle name, by the way. Just love her greatly. And Rev, that's how you and I came together. She was a force, just her presence. I mean, not just her physical stature and that beautiful gray hair, but it was the energy that she brought to any space. And I was blessed as I was growing up in my profession to work with the chief of staff. She is the chief of staff. She was the chief of staff of Mayor Michael R. White, the second African-American mayor elected after the Mayor Carl B. Stokes. And I learned under her, and she taught me so much about the power of Black women and about how to use the people's power on behalf of the people. I mean, it was her very presence. And it wasn't, I mean, sometimes she would sit me down and have conversations, but it was also in watching her move. And everybody in Mayor White's administration knew that when LaVon Sheffield Turner spoke, She was speaking not only for Mayor Michael R. White, but she was speaking for the masses.
Yeah.
She took me under her wing in ways I don't know that she fully understood until we were out of the administration when Mayor White decided not to run again. And she and I began to continue to forge our relationship. She will always be a part of my maturing.
All right, look, I hate to cut you off, but I got to go with. I'm gonna leave with this, which is so funny. She called me when she got in a fight with President of Council Forbes. By the way, not only was she big and she carried herself like a fighter, she would fight.
Oh,
So,
God.
Anyway,
Yes,
God bless you.
Scrappy.
We want to have you back on. That outfit is lovely. That ring is dazzling. You look radiant. And keep on fighting for the people.
Thank you. Thank you, Senator.
It's for y'all.
Love you
Reverend
all.
Horace
Merry
Sheffield in the
Christmas.
wake-up call.
Hey, this is City Council President Mary Sheffield. I get my Saturday morning wake-up call from my dad, Reverend Horace Sheffield.
What up, though? It's your girl T-Barb, and I get my morning call with Reverend Sheffield. Make sure y'all tune in every Saturday morning. It's good.
Every Saturday morning, 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. on 101.5 FM or 1500 a.m. The Wake Up Call with the Reverend Horace Sheffield.
This is Super Bowl champion Lomas Brown, and I get my Saturday morning wake-up call from Reverend Horace Sheffield, my man.
This is Grover Kings, and I get my wake-up call from Reverend Horace Sheffield every Saturday morning at 8 a.m. on 1500 a.m. or 92.7 FM. The Wake-Up Call with the Reverend Horace Sheffield. See you there.
Hello, everybody. This is your girl, Erica Alexander, and every Saturday morning, I get my wake-up call with Reverend Sheffield. Make sure you go on and get some of that. All right? What is that? Is that someone called? Is it Saturday?
Every Saturday morning, 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. on 101.5 FM or 1500 a.m. The Wake-Up Call with the Reverend Horace Sheffield.
Hey, what's up, y'all? It's your man Mike Epps, and I get my Saturday morning wake-up call from Reverend Sheffield. Make sure you get yours.
I'm Hester Wheeler, and I get my Saturday morning wake-up call from Reverend Horace Sheffield.
Every Saturday morning, 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. on 101.5 FM or 1500 a.m. The Wake-Up Call with the Reverend Horace Sheffield.
Hey, this is City Council President Mary Sheffield. I get my Saturday morning wake-up call from my dad, Reverend Horace Sheffield.
What up, though? It's your girl T-Barb, and I get my morning call with Reverend Sheffield. Make sure y'all tune in every Saturday morning. It's good.
Every Saturday morning at 8 a.m. on 1500 a.m. or 92.7 FM. The Wake-Up Call with the Reverend Horace Sheffield.
It's for y'all. It's for y'all. Reverend Horace Sheffield in the wake-up call.
Boom. We back in live and living color. Make some noise, my audience. All right. Man, somebody got some heavy hands clapping. Who's that clapping out here like that? All right, we got a, was that you?
It was me.
Stop that, girl, please. Ed, you better be careful. She clapped like that. I don't know. If that's a clap, I don't know what a slap is like.
Listen.
All right, can we bring the video up with Cannon James, please? And before, I thought we were going to play the video before we met. There we go. Can we play the video? Audio. It's whatever it is. Cannon James Hill, American Idol finalist.
Yes, sir. Oh, yeah. Oh, come all ye faithful, joyful and triumphant. Oh, come ye
adore him. Oh, come, let us adore. I'm singing with you, Candy. Let us adore. All right, that's good. This is, thank you. You can cut it. Hello, you can cut it.
All right.
Thank you.
Beautiful.
My God.
Beautiful. It's a duet.
Where's he at, though? Did you get rid of him?
There you go.
All right, there you go. What's up, Cannon?
What's up, Reverend? How are you?
I'm good, man. First of all, tell them how old you are. They will not believe this.
I'm 18 years old.
18 years old. Finalist in American Idol and just a great, great spirit. Travels with his mother. I love that, and she's like a eagle over her eaglet, and she watches over you. But I don't really think she has to, because what I've seen of him, he is sincerely saved. He loves the Lord, and has given his life to something greater than fame and fortune. Is that not correct?
Yes, sir. That's correct.
And by the way, he's coming in. That's Jay-Z or somebody trying to sign him up.
Must be very
He's
important.
going to be coming in for my 15th pastoral anniversary. Just have not worked out the date. Sometime in April, he'll be back up at the Bridge Center. He was already here for us, and we're so glad to have him. You just released a new album. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
I don't know why, but yes, sir.
I said you just released a new album, right?
Yes, sir.
All right, tell us all about it.
Well, we had just got through releasing this album. One of my teammates brought this up to my attention, and he said, I got a Christmas song I want you to hear. I was like, okay, because I was already thinking about doing something with a Christmas song, and he brought it to my attention. I was like, okay, this is good. It's a classic, but he had a little bit of a different touch on it with the music he gave me. So we did our little thing with it, and he said, I want you to do whatever you feel on it. So he just let me go to the studio. He paid for everything, and I went in there and I did it, and we did an amazing job.
So that's the "Oh Come All Ye Faithful." Tell whoever's trying to talk to you, leave you alone. We tell you, I got you for the next few minutes. Mama, leave them be. So you talking about "Oh Come All Ye Faithful" that we just heard, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, but you also have an album you just released, right?
We're getting ready.
Okay.
Whoa. Let's see. As I said, make the string wider.
There you go.
I just messed it up.
All right, don't just leave it like that, man. And
did I do it right?
Yeah, you're fine. When is your?
Okay.
You all fine? You fine, Doc?
You good now?
You all right? So when is your new album coming out?
We haven't gotten a date for it yet, but we're working on hurrying up and getting it done. I got 3 more songs that we want to do on it as well.
Okay.
So we're finishing that up. I'll be back in Atlanta to finish that soon, and we'll have that getting ready to be out.
Is it all gospel?
Yes, sir.
Okay, cool. All right, Ed?
Yes, and could we're hearing that you have a church background, but let the people know what church that was or is.
Well, first off, I've always been in church ever since I first came out that womb. We was going to church.
Right.
But something that made me to connect with the church even more is when I first got to hear God for myself. At the age of, I would say I had to be 5. This is before I even discovered I could sing. I was sitting down on the couch one day, and my family and us, I believe we were getting ready for church. And everyone's getting dressed, everybody ironing. You know how the saints do. We ironing our clothes, and we getting ready. Everybody's cooking. My grandmother's cooking breakfast. Yeah. And so we're getting ready all in the house, and I'm sitting on the couch. I didn't already got my suit on. I'm ready. I got my shoes on. We're getting ready to go. But before we're getting ready to leave, I'm sitting down and I hear someone call my name. And I went around the house. I asked each and every person. I asked my grandfather. I started with, who is my apostle? I go and I asked him, I said, grandfather, did you call my name? He said, no, I didn't call you. So I asked my grandmother, did you call my name? She said, no, I didn't call you. So I asked everybody in the house, and they all came to knows we didn't call you. And so I looked, I said, now somebody had to call me in this house because I heard somebody call my name.
I know what I know.
And that, I know what I know. And so I'm looking at around and I'm like, who didn't call my name? And it all comes down to, I said, well, there's only one person that could call my name that's not in this house.
Okay.
And that's the Lord.
But he was in
He
the
was
house.
in the
He was
house.
in the house. I mean,
Well,
it doesn't live
right.
there in physical form.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So
you were called. You were
got to
beckoned
know
that morning.
Jesus pretty early. Okay, Athena, Sabrina Athena.
I can't believe this brother is 18 years old.
Yeah,
That don't
well,
make no
I
kind
think
of
he was
sense.
17 when he came to us at the Bridge Center.
Yeah.
Put on a fabulous
sir.
show. My 15th anniversary, the church's 15th anniversary, I think it's April 26th or something.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm working on getting him here. I don't want anybody but him here. But go ahead.
That's incredible.
Yeah. And by the way, I don't prophesy much, but there are three people that I've spoken of. God has spoken to me in the last several months.
Mm-hmm.
One was Nzima, who was here, the violinist. We had a full house, and I spoke to her, and she and I have been communicating. The other was Erica Alexander, who, came to us. Dave will remember, came to us at a low point in her career, and I would bring her in to help her and told her that, her latter days be greater than her former days. She wound up winning, as you know, an Oscar recently.
Woo,
and then I spoke over this young man. Did I speak over you or not?
Yes, sir, you did.
And I told people this guy's name is going to be a household name. And he's going to bring many people to the kingdom. You know how Nat King Cole had that kind of resonance about his voice? That's what he's going to be like. He's going to sing, and people are going to drop just like you heard a voice. They're going to hear a voice.
And there's a lot of accomplishment in just you going through the process of American Idol and actually going, you auditioned and then you came back and you worked with production and you did all these things, and you're 18 years old. What are you looking forward to going forward? Like, what are some of the things in your mind that God has placed in your spirit to be able to minister to people? Because you a church singing person, you an inspirational young man. What can we look forward to from you?
One of the biggest things for me is that I get to go forth, not on bigger stages just for me, but on bigger stages to be able to reach more souls for Christ and to be able to let people know that God is real, God loves you, God cares for you, and God wants you to be closer to him. And I look forward to being able, of course, to connect with some people who have helped pave the way for me, such as, I look forward to meeting the Clark sisters again. I look forward to meeting all these amazing artists out here. But to be able to collaborate with them and lift up the name of Jesus is one of my biggest things that is just really a blessing that's going to be able to come forth. And I look forward to that.
I look forward to you maybe reading some audiobooks. Your voice is like butter. I'm sitting here listening to you like, yeah, keep talking. Because sometimes we discount, well, not even discount, don't realize all the ways our giftings can really work to provide for ourselves, right? The way your voice sounds, just listening to you, pick you some books up and just start recording and send it out. See what happens. That's an easy way to get a check.
Part of that is having been around him, he has a real anointing on his life. And that's not something, people can go through the mechanics. And by the way, I just sent your mother a song that I wrote that I'm on that I think you and I can do together.
A real duet? What? A real duet?
Look at that.
I mean,
that's how things happen.
I've written. I'm an old common meter. My great grandmother was a slave. And so those kind of songs, I love, and I like the new mode of music, but there's something about those old songs that great grandma who had been a slave would hum. I want to be in that number.
That's right.
So at any rate, he's anointed, and that's an important thing. We got to take a break, I think, in just 1 minute. So we're going to stretch this out. How can people get your music?
Yes.
My music is on all digital platforms. You can go and get it on Apple Music, Spotify, YouTube, wherever you want to look. Instagram, TikTok, it's all over. So if you just type in Canaan Hill,
James Hill or just Canaan Hill?
Is Canaan James Hill? Some of them have Canaan Hill and some of them have Canaan Chase.
You got to get your name
On
all
a
the
hill-
way straight. Get
on
your
a
name right.
hill far away. We'll be right back with Canaan James Hill, American Idol, soon to be one of the top gospel artists in the whole world.
Amen.
It's for y'all. It's for y'all. Reverend Horace Sheffield in the wake up call.
Hey, this is City Council President Mary Sheffield. I get my Saturday morning wake-up call from my dad, Reverend Horace Sheffield.
What up, though? It's your girl T-Barb, and I get my morning call with Reverend Sheffield. Make sure y'all tune in every Saturday morning. It's good.
Every Saturday morning, 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. on 101.5 FM or 1500 a.m. The Wake Up Call with the Reverend Horace Sheffield.
Hello, everybody. This is your girl, Erica Alexander, and every Saturday morning, I get my wake-up call with Reverend Sheffield. Make sure you go on and get some of that. All right? What is that? Is that someone called? Is it Saturday?
Every Saturday morning, 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. on 101.5 FM or 1500 a.m. The Wake Up Call with the Reverend Horace Sheffield.
Hey, what's up, y'all? It's your man Mike Epps, and I get my Saturday morning wake-up call from Reverend Sheffield. Make sure you get yours.
I'm Hester Wheeler, and I get my Saturday morning wake-up call from Reverend Horace Sheffield.
Every Saturday morning, 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. on 101.5 FM or 1500 a.m. The Wake Up Call with the Reverend Horace Sheffield.
Hey, this is City Council President Mary Sheffield. I get my Saturday morning wake-up call from my dad, Reverend Horace Sheffield.
What up, though? It's your girl T-Barb, and I get my morning call with Reverend Sheffield. Make sure y'all tune in every Saturday morning. It's good.
Every Saturday morning at 8 a.m. on 1500 a.m. or 92.7 FM. The Wake Up Call with the Reverend Horace Sheffield.
This is Super Bowl champion Lomas Brown, and I get my Saturday morning wake-up call from Reverend Horace Sheffield, my man.
This is Grover Kings, and I get my wake-up call from Reverend Sheffield every Saturday morning, 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. on 101.5 FM or 1500 a.m. The Wake Up Call with the Reverend Horace Sheffield.
Yo, what's up, guys? It's your girl, Randy Rosario, comedian and TV host. I get my Saturday wake-up call with my guy, Reverend Horace Sheffield. Think about it. Good day.
I'm Sheriff Raphael Washington, Wayne County, and I get my Saturday morning wake up every Saturday morning from Reverend Horace Sheffield, and you should too.
Every Saturday morning, 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. on 101.5 FM or 1500 a.m. The Wake Up Call with the Reverend Horace Sheffield.
It's for y'all. It's for y'all. Reverend Horace Sheffield in the wake up call.
All right, we're going to cut that short. They know who I am. They know what we're doing. Is you,
Drop
Mr.
bombs
Community?
on them.
Go ahead, Mr. Community.
Don't be.
Come on, man. Let's go.
We in conversation.
Yes.
Let's flow.
You have a very anointed voice, and I just want to ask you.
Speak in the mic, bro.
You have a very anointed voice, but what do you do to keep your voice protected?
I drink a lot of these things from Starbucks called a medicine ball.
It's so good.
It is. It
Ooh,
helps
so
my
good. You can make
voice
it at
a
home
lot.
too.
And if I don't have that, I normally just get some honey and some lemon. I don't put any water. I just put lemon and honey and I stir it up. And you drink it, and it should clear all that stuff that you be dealing with early in the morning. Or if you got like a little cold or something like that, it clears all that stuff up. So that's something that I drink to keep my voice protected.
I really needed that. They asked me
Do
to
you
join
do,
the
by the
choir
way,
at church.
do
so
you
I
do
was
pitch
wondering.
glides? Do you do stuff like pitch glides and all of that?
Yeah, I do it every now and then. Now, Reverend, I ain't gonna lie to you. Sometimes I don't do it because
Well, you need to do it. It's an amazing thing. In all the years of preaching, the last 20 some years, I never lose my voice.
Pitch glides,
Pitch
right?
glides. Just warming up your vocal cords, stretching them. The resonance of your sound comes from the flexibility of your vocal cords. And like a muscle, you have to stretch them. Just like a violinist, and they tweak the strings. And I'm just saying, over the years, people that I know, Billy Paul was a good friend of mine, managed him for a while. I mean, just an absolutely wonderful voice, never lost his voice. He's the one that turned me on the pitch glides. Get up every morning for half an hour and do them. And I'm telling you, just, do them every now and then, young man, because you have a great voice. You have that depth to it. You have a tone to it. But one thing that no exercise will lend itself to the quality of your voice is the anointing that you have, right?
You got to work
Stay
for
in
it.
God, stay in church, trust him for everything, and know that it's his gift that he's given you, and it operates through the Holy Spirit.
I have a quick a follow-up question. I will get off your age, I promise. But I can't get past it in my brain.
Is he too young for you? Something?
Look, we got
He is phenomenal to be 18 years old and
Unbelievable.
be in
I
this
thought he was
space.
a grown man
So
when he walked in there.
We talk about protecting your voice. How are you protecting your spirit in
mother.
all of this? And yes, your mother is there.
His mother don't let him go nowhere without her.
That's what's up.
Is that right?
He ain't even smile. He said, "Yup."
But look, I mean, it's not like it's not like she's oppressive, right? You're not like, she's super tough. And I watch the relationship. I do pay attention to it. He's very respectful of his mother. His mother's just there to make sure that people don't intrude upon his gift or take advantage of it.
And how's that dynamic with you guys?
And
Like, how's your
also my
relationship?
grandfather.
And your grandfather?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, he's
the one that's with me today.
Is he still pastoring?
Yes, sir.
Tell him to put his head in the screen for a minute. Come on, Grandpapa.
Granddad. He just woke up.
Oh, well, he
Hold
said
on.
we better wake up some more.
Hold on.
All right. He got his long johns on, huh?
Tell us about.
You know it with the flap.
Tell us about your relationship with your mom, though. That's interesting to me. You being a young man, she being, your protector in this space. As a woman with a young boy, how are you guys dynamic when you're out and about and doing all the wonderful work you do?
Well, my mom takes care of all my business stuff for me. She makes sure that when I go out and perform, she tries to keep me in the mindset of just keeping my mind focused on God and worshiping him when I get to wherever I'm going to senior minister. And she's the one that's, going back there with the bishops and all the people who's handling the money. And she's like, all right, now this is the check we're supposed to have and all the business things and sides of this. She takes care of all that for me, and she takes care of me with, she makes sure if I'm hungry, she asks me if I'm hungry and all that. She
A servant leader.
As a mother does.
A servant leader.
Look, in this business, as you know, I book people all the time. I mean, Eddie LeVert, you name it. So, they have writers and all of that. He has a professional agent, one who handles some really good folks. So they're out there, trying to expand his land and his territory.
Plugged and protected.
And as I told Nzima, I think there's something, Jane Cannon, to a slow, steady progression, right? To know what it's like to come off of American Idol. Then you've got to work, right, for your gift to make room. So then when God actually does open that door and plant you like a tree beside the rivers of water, you appreciate those leaner moments, right? Those times of trial. In fact, it really crafts, it helps to craft your voice, but it also helps with the anointing. I mean, the more stuff you've been through, the disappointing is for the anointing.
Okay.
That's what I'll say. I don't mean to preach.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean? Because it's the anointing that breaks the yoke. Yeah. So anyway, Ed, you got a question? Ed came to church a couple Sundays ago.
That's right.
All right, and he showed up.
He sat right up front too.
Well, that's the way you're supposed to do. You
Yeah.
want to get as close to the
Yes,
word as
sir.
you can.
There you go.
We definitely can hear it in your voice, and it's good that you have your mother's guidance, because the true strength of a family is a mother.
That's right.
The father's the provider, but he is not the one with all the strength, because the mother deals with you 24/7. She dealt with you before you got here.
Yeah.
Everybody else is after the fact. Yeah. So I can appreciate that, and believe me, pay close heed to what she's really saying, You know what I mean?
So it can
Don't just hear it, listen.
Yeah. So my mind is all over the place. I think what I want you to tell people is how you finish school. Because you've been out there, American High, you've been on the road, but you finished school.
Are you homeschooled or?
I did homeschooling.
Okay.
But
yeah, that's a big commitment for your mama too.
But he did finish.
That's homeschool. It was online.
Come on,
school.
Granddaddy, we can't see you.
Yeah,
Granddad said
you guys know that.
Come on, Granddaddy, we won't see your head.
Yeah.
Come on. All right, go ahead and say it. We can hear you.
Okay, I want to let you know that guys say I'm not just a grandfather, but I'm a father because I raised I raised my grandson. So
well, bless you, my brother.
Shame the devil there.
So he's a son to me. So believe you me, from covering him and really giving him very good advice for us keeping yourself, steadfast, unmovable. Yeah,
always abounding.
Yeah, yes, exactly. Always in the Lord has a thing. So
he that dwells in the secret place of the Most High shall abide on the. Say you got to be covered, young man.
Yeah.
So you're his covering, Granddad.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, you his covering.
I was with him doing American Idol.
Yeah, and you know what, Grandpops? I don't mean to cut you off, but that's why he has that sweet old spirit that he has.
Oh, yeah.
He has that spirit like he's been around the ancient of days.
Yeah.
The old soul on you.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay, let's do this. I got 1 minute left, Ken, and I got an audience full of people who are mesmerized by you. Just give us a little something a cappella.
Let's see. Oh Lord. Ooh, I need the Lord, I need thee every hour. Lord, I need thee. Oh, bless.
Yeah.
Bless me now, my Savior. Save your Lord, I come to Lord, I come to thee.
Give us a couple more of those Lords, man.
Listen, can I order those
I feel
for
like
my
Ray
next
Charles here,
event?
Lord. God is good. I love the new stuff.
Oh,
but I grew up under a great grandmother who'd been a slave, and my grandparents born in 1888. And it was something about that humming, something about that, rich, deep sense that they were really sharing with us their personal experience at that moment, right? They and God were having a moment, and we were just blessed to be a part of what they were experiencing.
You can't get that on the recording. You got to see this young man live.
No. He's going to be here in April. I'm going to do the deal this week. I just had some things to do. My daughter won the race for mayor, as your mother has been so graceful and kind to, share prayers with me and all of that. You know how we parents are, man. And would have you come in and do something for her as well. But I think you got the last question. We got. No, it's 9:58. We got 1 minute.
Okay. All right. Okay. All right. So we talked about the things that we have.
And don't flirt with him. Go ahead.
I couldn't possibly. I wouldn't even dream.
Look at.
So we have a lot of community members.
She's good looking,
and she blushing.
There's some community members in the room. That enjoy salmon cakes and grits and eggs. What's your favorite breakfast? I need to know. And this is not flirting.
What's your favorite breakfast?
How do you get ready to sing and get your power up for the day?
Here's the thing. I'm not much of a breakfast person.
Okay.
But when I do get breakfast, I like, what is it? What do we be eating? Turkey bacon, eggs, a little biscuit.
Yeah. You look at the granddaddy because he cooks it.
Granddad. Granddad.
Hey, Granddaddy, what do I like, Granddaddy?
My grandfather and my grandmother, them some cooking.
Yeah, that's one of the things. Yeah.
Wow.
So look, man, I'm gonna leave you. Just look. Do you know this song? If you can't help me, have you ever heard of it?
See if I know it.
Okay. If you can't help me, Please don't stop me. Move out of my way. Don't try to block me. I got a race to run, and I'm running by faith. At my finishing line, I want to see God's face. I've been running for Jesus all of my days. Yeah, anyway, that's a great
Amen.
song. That's
I'm getting ministered to right now. I'm like,
I sent you my song. If it hadn't been for the Lord, listen to it. I own it. I wrote it. And I want somebody to do something with it. God bless everybody. Have your
Amen.
Have yourself.
Merry Christmas.
Horace Sheffield, the wake up call.